Michael Paquette. I'm doing my report on history of Manhattan Beach. I'd like to meet Mrs. Lizzie Smith, who has lived in Manhattan Beach a long time.
Are there any particular questions, Michael, that you would like to ask me?
Yes, after you talk.
Just let me talk.
Yeah.
Well, I came down here in about 1933 for a visit with friends, and it was a very beautiful beach. And Lindy and I, my husband, and I enjoyed it very much. And then we stayed for 2 or 3 weeks, and we went back into Hollywood. And then we came back the following summer, and we were here for 6 months, and we loved it. We lived at 16th and Strand. And that's when I found out that I was soon going to have a little baby.
Tell me some of the things, the changes in Manhattan Beach. What year?
Doesn't matter. Have you got my tablet?
Yeah.
Well, how am I going to answer some of these things? Anyway, so then we moved back into Los Angeles, but we were so spoiled after having been at Manhattan Beach that we wanted to find a place down here. And so we did. And we lived in a little house. There are 2 houses between 16th Street and 17th Place. And we lived on the one on this side. And that was the first time I had ever seen a black widow. And I found out that the black widow kills the male as soon as they meet, soon after they meet. And I was just shocked about them, and they were very poisonous. They still are. Black widows you have to be careful of. And that's when the closest hospital at that time was the Methodist Hospital in Los Angeles. And there was nothing between Manhattan Beach and where you go into town now. Very few houses, you know. And so in the middle of the night, I woke my husband up and said, I think we better get to the hospital. And so we did get into the hospital, and that's when I had him home. And then we came back, and we lived in that house for about another 6 or 9 months. I can't remember exactly. Then we moved to a house on 19th Street. And the librarian had been living in that house, and it was furnished. And we did not realize until we got in there that she had a great big dog, and that dog had more fleas on it than you would ever imagine. So I was busy for the next few weeks or months trying to kill all the fleas that were in the floor. You know, it was a floor without a rug or anything. And from there...
Emedee, were there lots of spiders and fleas in Manhattan Beach? A lot of insects at that time?
Well, at that time,
more
because
than now?
Because we have so many people living here now.
Tell me some of the changes in Manhattan Beach.
Well, the changes are simply like in any town that you would ever visit, and you'll find changes, Michael, when you grow up in Manhattan Beach. You'll find all kind of changes. You see, there was one drugstore, and it was opposite the Center drugstore now. It was on the same street. And Center Street used to be called Center Street, and it's now Manhattan Beach Boulevard, I think, isn't it? And
yes, it is.
they only had the one drugstore. And then it's 4th of July, they used to have all the firecrackers and things on where the Center Drug is now, because there were no buildings there. You could see the school, Center School, from the pier. Now that's quite a distance, and there were very few houses there then. And I think
Did you think people were friendlier then than now?
Yes, they were, in a way, because you see, it was not a live around the year town. It was just in the summer, and they would open their doors after they'd been down to the beach and had a nice swim, and they'd have a little drink in their hand, and they'd call anybody that was there, hey, come on over and have a cocktail with us. And so now they don't do that, of course. It's much more.
If you could change one thing about Manhattan Beach, what would it be?
Well, I'd like to take a few of the houses out. It's so overcrowded now, but it doesn't make that much difference to me, you see. But it will in the future for other people.
What about the sidewalks?
Well, I think the city should do something about the sidewalks. Not only for older people, but for younger people. I've seen young people stumble over those. You see, the cement has gone down into the sand, some of it. And it's very, very dangerous, particularly for older people.
Did you go to the beach a lot when you were young?
Yes, I did. And do you know that I can hardly get down there and up again now?
It's quite a long hill to climb.
Oh, it is, when you get up in your years. Anything else, Michael?
Thank you, Emedee,
Oh,
for your
is that all?
time.
Oh, fine.
Or we might have some more questions.
Well,
I have a
if you
question,
have any
Emedee.
more, I've got a few here I can answer.
Okay.
For
Why
example-
don't you just say some of the things that you spent a lot of time today calling places and finding
I
out
did.
information for Michael's report.
And they were very excited about it.
The
They
people
were
that
very
you called.
kind. And they gave me 2 or 3 answers. I had asked about the Bank of America when it was down there and the hotel that was on it.
There was a hotel above.
The Bank of America, the original one. And then they moved up here on Highland, and then they put the American Savings and Loan down there. And the hotel, I never knew what happened to it, but I guess it was taken away.
They're thinking about building a hotel in downtown Manhattan Beach again.
I
And
think
there's
they are where
Metlock's Pottery.
Metlock's used to be.
That would be a shame.
Now I'll tell you, what we didn't have in the 30s, and we suffered for it in the 40s, we did not have a sewage plant. You see, they had pipes, and the sewage went onto the sand, which isn't very nice, but it was very bad.
So people had to stay out of the ocean at
and
times.
they did.
We had the beaches closed a couple of years ago. because
Oh,
of
did
that.
you? Again?
For
Well,
a
this was
while.
in the 40s. I remember. And you know, in the back country, we used to have such... They never... Where the railroad is, after that, you saw just a few houses. But there were a lot of people, and one in particular, one couple that were elderly, and they lived on Poinsettia, and they had a fruit and vegetable garden. And they used to come around in their wagon and sell the corn and the vegetables and the fruit. And then way back where Torrance is, the Japanese were. And they had beautiful, beautiful things. Now this was in the earlier 30s. And I think at that time you could get 2 things of radishes and onions for a nickel, you know. It was amazing how the money has changed.
How were the hotels in the early days? How were the hotels in the early days?
How were the hotels? There was one.
How was that?
Well, that was the one that I spoke of. That was over the Bank of America, when the Bank of America was down on Manhattan and Center Street, where the American Loan and Savings and Loan is now.
Emedee, when your daughters were children, did they enjoy growing up in Manhattan Beach and having all the space?
They loved it. It was wonderful. And the closed streets were wonderful then,
The
too.
walk streets.
The walk streets, yeah. That's what I mean.
You live on a walk street now.
Yes.
There are a lot more houses on it, but you still have an empty lot next to your house.
Well, yes, there is one. There's an old lady that won't sell that. And there is one there. It's full of foxtails now. We never had foxtails until we had so many people and so many houses on the street. Anything else, Michael?
How were the cars in the early days?
The cars were old, just like they were old cars. I mean, I don't know what you mean. You mean how many there were?
Was there a lot of traffic?
No, not like that, like now.
They had a trolley, the red car.
Oh, the red streetcars were wonderful, and they took those off around 1939.
Why did they take them off?
Because they were dumb.
Dumb?
Don't tell anybody but your 9 best friends, but they were very stupid. And they were very sorry about it that they had done it later, because we needed those red streetcars. And the people, we had a pavilion at
26th Street?
I think it was down on, I don't remember the street. What is the next one that has a signal after Highland, it doesn't matter. And the people used to go down there in the morning and catch the red car, and then they would stop at certain places and pick up the people that worked in L.A.
Was the red car free, or did you have to pay?
You had to pay.
Emedee, why did you say it was dumb, the red car?
To take it off.
Oh, it was dumb to take it off.
Oh, it was very stupid, and they were very sorry, and the people that lived here were just heartbroken. And the buses then were here, and that made more,
Noise and pollution.
Did the
not only
red
noise, but pollution.
did the red car cause pollution?
No. It isn't a movie, is it? No, the red cars did not, and people loved riding on them. And the reason that they were originally here, Michael, is because Redondo Beach used to be the docking for all the boats many years ago, at the turn of the century.
Cargo ships,
Yeah.
instead of Long Beach.
Yeah. And I can't think of much of anything else to tell you. The whole life was different then.
Well,
And I think the people were much more friendly than they are now, but then they're in their own homes and they're going to live here forever. And maybe that's the difference.
Then it was a vacation
And
town.
then it started out that way, but then I've noticed in the last 10, 15, or 20 years that they don't say, they don't welcome a new neighbor, like they used to, But then I think these houses are far too close together, and the lots are too small to have such high houses. But that's only my...
The land is so expensive.
did you like it better now or then?
I liked it better then because I could enjoy it better, and besides I had little children, and that was fun. See, that's where you and Tanny are, Colleen are so lucky, is because, see, you're young, and you'll just think of the changes you will see in Manhattan Beach by the time you get up in years. It'll be really something, won't it? Unless we have that great earthquake that they talk about.
Thank you for your time, Emedee.
You're quite welcome, Michael. Anything I can